You are 6 years old and your biggest financial decision is choosing between chocolate milk and a toy car. Your dad is 34. He works in a back office where the printer jams more than the staff gets promoted. Every month, salary enters the house like a guest and leaves like it remembered another appointment. Your mother runs the home with military accuracy. Rice, oil, school fees, electricity, medicine, and a bus pass. Nothing is wasted. Even plastic bags get second careers. One Sunday morning, your dad walks into a bank with $10,000. Not because he is rich, because his father died the year before, leaving behind a small insurance payout. Relatives suggest gold. A neighbor suggests land. One uncle suggests a business involving imported tiles, which already sounds like a future court case. Your dad does something boring. He opens an investment account in your name. A simple mix. Broad market index fund. A few strong companies. Automatic dividend reinvestment. No trading, no drama, no WhatsApp group. Because WhatsApp does not exist yet, which is honestly society's last peaceful era. The bank employee asks, for college. Your dad says, for options. He signs the paper. You are outside eating a melting ice cream and ruining your shirt. You have no idea your future just got a quiet engine. In 2008, the world breaks. You are 9. You only understand that adults are whispering more. The television says words like crisis, recession, collapse. Your dad watches the news with the same face he uses when the mechanic opens the scooter engine and sighs. The $10,000 is down badly. Your mother asks if he should pull it out. Your dad sits at the dining table with the statement open. The number looks injured. For 1 week, he almost sells. Then he remembers why he started. This money was not for next month. It was for the future you. A future version of you with forms, choices, deadlines, and maybe dreams expensive enough to scare the family. So he doesn't sell. He adds $50 that month. Your mother stares at him like he has joined a cult with paperwork. He explains badly. When good things go on sale, we buy. It sounds ridiculous. It is also the first smart sentence money ever hears in your house. Nothing happens for years. That is what nobody tells you about compounding. Most of the story looks like nothing is happening. Your dad keeps adding small amounts, $40 in some months, $100 during the bonus season, $0 when the fridge dies, then back again. He never calls it investing. He calls it your file. Before every school admission, your mother says, open his file. Your dad says, not this one. They fight. Quietly. No, they don't hate each other. They fight because every middle-class house has 2 religions, survival and future. You grow up. You complain about school shoes. You want a better phone. You ask for branded clothes because one classmate has turned a logo into a personality. Your dad says no often. You think he is strict. He is not strict. He is defending a number you cannot see. 2015. You are 16 now. Coaching fees arrive like a villain with a printed receipt. Your parents calculate everything. Your mother removes family trips from the year, like deleting files from a full phone. Your dad takes extra work. Then he opens the account. The $10,000 is much bigger now. Not life-changing. But serious enough to make the room silent. He sells a small part. Just enough for coaching and a used laptop. You ask where the money came from. He says, old planning. That is the most dad answer possible. You don't feel rich. You feel relieved. You get the coaching. You get the laptop. You stop borrowing your cousin's computer and pretending slow internet is a personality test. For the first time, the account becomes real. Not a chart, a door. By 2020, you are in college. The world shuts down. Markets crash, then recover like they have a drama addiction. You finally learn about the account. Your dad shows you the statements. You see old deposits, dividends, reinvestments, purchases made during ugly years. You see that nobody in your house got lucky overnight. They got patient repeatedly. Then you make the mistake every young person makes. You start calculating alternate universes. What if he put it all in Apple? What if he bought Amazon? What if he bought Bitcoin? What if he had never sold that small portion in 2015? What if every decision had been perfect? Your dad lets you finish. Then he says, perfect decisions are for screenshots. Real decisions have school fees. That line stays. Because he is right. The account did not need to beat every asset in history. It needed to beat panic, inflation, emergencies, bad advice, and your own impatience. That is harder. You graduate into an economy where every job description wants 5 years of experience from people born yesterday. Your first salary is smaller than your expectation and bigger than your grandfather ever saw in 1 month. You want to upgrade everything immediately: phone, shoes, room, life, personality. Then your dad gives you control of the account. The number is not fantasy money. It is not private jet money. It is freedom money. Enough to clear your education loan, enough for a year of rent, enough to start a business carefully, enough to say no to a bad job without your stomach folding in half. You don't touch it for 1 month. You just look, not every day. That is how people become candles with anxiety. Once a week. Then you build your own rules. Emergency fund first. Insurance before investing more. Index funds every month. A little money for higher risk bets, but never rent money. No loans for looking rich. No financial decisions after midnight. Your dad smiles when you show him. Not big, dad-sized. 2 millimeters of emotion. You don't try to become a genius investor. You try to become a stable one. You use part of the account to pay off the highest interest loan. Instant return. No chart required. You keep some in the market. You move some into safer funds because not every rupee needs to chase greatness. You start a skill course that helps you earn more. You buy a good laptop, not the flashiest one. You create a separate account for taxes because adulthood is mostly remembering bills before they attack. Your salary rises, not magically, because the course helps, because the laptop works, because you are not desperate enough to accept the first bad offer. You begin investing monthly. Small at first, then more. The original $10,000 is no longer just money. It becomes a family operating system. Spend below ego. Invest above fear. Sell only with purpose. Keep learning. Never let one asset hold your entire future hostage. At 27, you get the offer. A friend wants to start a business. Good idea. Bad numbers. He says you are overthinking. He says risk makes people rich. He says your dad's generation was too safe. You almost agree. The old hunger wakes up. You want to prove you are brave. You want to turn the family file into a headline. Then you call your dad. He listens. He asks one question. If this goes to 0, what breaks? You hate how simple it is, because the answer is everything. So, you do not invest in the account. You offer help with planning. You offer a smaller amount from your risk bucket. He gets offended. That is useful data. 6 months later, the business closes. Your friendship becomes awkward, but your future stays intact. This is another multiplier nobody posts. The money you do not lose. It is 2026. You are 30. The account is 21 years old. The market has survived crashes, elections, wars, lockdowns, bubbles, rate hikes, bad headlines, and your teenage desire for a superbike. Your dad is older now. His hair has surrendered. He still checks bills with a pen. He still believes turning off lights can defeat inflation. You take him to the same bank branch where he opened the account. The building has changed. The chairs are worse. Progress is complicated. You show him your plan. Part of the money stays invested. Part becomes a home down payment. Part funds your emergency reserve. Part pays for your mother's medical checkups without waiting for symptoms to become severe. You do not buy a mansion. You buy breathing room. Your father looks at the statement for a long time. He says, "I wish I had put more." You say, "You put enough." And for once, he believes you. That night, your family eats dinner at home. Normal food. It's loud television. Your mother packs leftovers before anyone is finished. Nobody makes a speech, but something has changed. The house no longer feels one emergency away from collapse. That was the real inheritance, not the $10,000, the habit. Your dad did not make you rich in one move. He made time work for you before you even knew time had a job. Years later, when people ask what stock changed everything, you do not give them a ticker. You tell them about a man who read boring forms after dinner, who bought during panic with trembling hands, who said no to pressure, so you could one day say yes to your own life. The miracle was not timing, it was protection. It was ordinary discipline repeated until it looked like luck, and that is why the account still stays open. Not because you need it every day, but because every family deserves one quiet place where tomorrow is already being defended before anyone panics. That is the real family flex.